Hi, I'm Amy Castles. Welcome to today's yoga session. Today I'd like to read my devotional from my Jesus Calling book. The devotion is all about peace and planning excessively ahead of time or staying in the past. We tend to want to plan, and I don't think there's anything really wrong with planning. I just think that sometimes we stay too much into the planning and it puts us in this anxious state. We're never really finding that peaceful state of just kind of being in the present moment. And I wanted to read this to you because I am definitely guilty of it. What Jesus says is, "You will not find my peace by engaging in excessive planning, attempting to control what will happen to you in the future. That is a commonly practiced form of unbelief. When your mind spins with multiple plans, peace may sometimes seem to be within your grasp, yet it always eludes you. Just when you think you have prepared for all possibilities, something unexpected pops up and throws things into confusion. I did not design the human mind to figure out the future. That is beyond your capability. I crafted your mind to continually be in communication with me. Bring me all of your needs, your hopes, and your fears. Commit everything into my care. Turn from the path of planning to the path of peace. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's almighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." 1 Peter 5, 6 through 7. In his heart, a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. Proverbs 16:9. Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalms 37:5. Today I'm using lavender essential oil for practice. Lavender is very calming. We often call this the Swiss Army knives of oils because it is so calming. So we can take the lavender and you can diffuse it beside your yoga mat. You can place it on the palms of your hands. You can rub your hands together, rub the bottoms of your feet, maybe rub your neck, or place it on your temples, throughout your hair, so you can get some whiffs of the lavender here and there. You can just rub up your arms. So I'm just draped in lavender right now, and it smells absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and start with our breathing exercise to help regulate our body and calm our mind and renew our mind. Go ahead and come to seated. You can sit on a block, you can sit on a pillow, you can sit on a towel or a blanket, whatever feels comfortable for you. And you can sit in any position that you like. If you'd like to be on your knees, maybe you would like to be seated with your legs crossed in front of you. Place your hands right on your knees or on your thighs. Maybe you have them in your lap. And maybe you would like to have your hands at the heart center. Begin to focus your breathing. Deep inhales and exhales. And as you continue to inhale and exhale, feel the waist expand. Visualize the inhalation, the waist expanding 360 degrees around. And as you exhale, your waist comes back in. So if you were wearing a belt, with every inhale, your belt would get tighter. And with every exhale, the belt would get looser. Continue to focus your breathing on your pattern of a long inhale and a long exhale. As you become more focused through your breathing, we're going to create a Ujjayi breathing. And what that is a deep oceanic sound breath. Breathe in through your nose, into the back of your throat, making a slight audible, almost snoring sound or sound of the ocean. As you continue to inhale, you'll start to feel a friction in the back of your throat as your breath comes in, the waist expanding, and exhale, waist collapsing. Keep regulating your breathing. I'm going to read 1 Peter 5, 6 through 7 again. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Anytime that you feel anxiety, one of the best things that you can do is read scripture, but also you can focus on your breathing. As breathing regulates your body, it regulates your body systems, and it does amazing things for stress and anxiety. Go ahead and open your eyes and place your hands behind you. With your hands behind you, lift the chest. Feel the stretch through the front of the body, through the throat. Look your eyes up, lift your chin up. And then come forward, bring the arms forward and grab it at the knees, and then roll the back and lift up. Roll back and lift up. So inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. Now let's reverse that. So inhale, lift. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, pull back. Come back to the center, shoulders right over your hips, and let's start with a shoulder stretch. Lift the left arm, cross over, and feel the stretch through the shoulders and through the upper back. And slowly release and lift up the right arm, cross over, and feel the stretch through the upper back. Come back to the center. Lace the fingers and press the hands forward as you lengthen out the back. Lower the chin down. Inhale and lift up. One more time. This time, left arm comes up and over. For a side stretch, open your chest, reach over. Come back to the center, right arm up and over. Slowly lower. Go ahead and come down off of your block or off of your pillow or mat and come to all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Inhale and lift the right arm. So this, you might want to face the same direction as me. So this would be your left. So face your left. So on all fours, inhale and lift the right arm. Open the chest, and then exhale, thread the needle and come all the way through. As you lower your shoulder down, press open through your back and feel the stretch through the back and behind the shoulders. With your left hip, press your left hip back. Come back to the center. This time, lift your left arm. Inhale, lift. And exhale, thread the needle and come through. Lower the shoulder down. Press your hand against the floor and open the chest. That right hip's going to want to come forward, so press the right hip back. Come back to the center. Place the hands underneath the shoulders again, and extend the right leg back behind you for a calf stretch. Press back through the heel. And lower back and switch to the other side. Bring both knees down and then take them out nice and wide, but bring your feet together. Press the hips back and reach the arms forward. As you reach the arms forward, you're going to rest your forehead down onto your mat. Spread the fingertips wide and grip your mat as if you were climbing up a wall. With your fingers spread nice and long, gripping your mat as if you were climbing up a rock wall. Go ahead and bring your knees closer together. Tuck your toes under. And lift the thighs to the wall behind you, coming into a down dog. In your down dog, press the heels down, right and left. Right and left. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. We're not collapsing into the hands. Hollow out through the armpits. Broaden your back. Lengthen your waist towards the ceiling. Keep pressing back. Inhale and lift your left leg. Exhale, draw it through knee to your chest. Lower the knee down. Lift up the back knee and the back leg. So now you're in a tripod position. You're going to open up your right hip and then open up the right arm. Now you can stay right here, or you can extend the arm overhead. Completely up to you. Lower down, bring your hands back to the mat, and push back into a down dog. Push back. Inhale, lift the right leg this time. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, and then lower the knee down. Pick up the back leg, open your hip, and reach the left arm overhead. Option is to extend the arm forward. Notice how your bottom glute has to really kick on here, so does the top. Really open the chest. And slowly lower back down onto all fours and push back into a down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, draw the right leg all the way through the middle. So this is your long lunge. You want to make sure your ankle is directly underneath the knee. Lower the back knee and the toes. Now gently, we're going to lift up the right arm so that you are in a spinal twist. Now another option is you could just have your hand right on your thigh. And lastly, if you'd like, you can cross over and bring the hands together. That's also an option. Come back to the center. Spread the fingertips on the mat. Remember, you want to make sure that your palms do not collapse onto the mat. If you were to visualize climbing up a rock wall, you would not do that with flat palms. You would grip your hands. You would grip your hands and then climb up your wall. So go ahead and press back into a down dog. Lift the back knee first. Push back, down dog. Give a big exhale. Inhale, this time lift the left leg and then gently draw it all the way forward. Make sure the ankle is under the knee, so you might have to use your hand to help get it up there. Lower the back knee and the toes, and inhale and lift the left arm. Pull the shoulders down. You want to be away from the ears. Everything's going to want to crunch up. Try to work towards pulling it down. Open your chest. Remember, you can have your hand on your thigh if you'd like. And as an option, you can come up for the last part and cross that back arm over and place the palms together. So your right arm is crossed over your left knee. Open through the chest. Come back to the center. Take the hands to the floor. Lift up the back knee and press back into a down dog. Push back into a down dog. Let's go ahead and take a flow here. So what that means is we come forward to a plank. Option is to lower the knees, bend your elbows, and slowly lower chaturanga down. It's also called crocodile. When we get to the bottom, just a little shoulder roll to start, or you can start to lift up a little higher, or you can press to a full up dog with your arms straight. Completely up to you. Bring the toes under, lift up and press back into a down dog. Inhale and lift the right leg. Exhale, draw it all the way through the middle. So you're back into your lunge. Step in, forward fold. In your forward fold, begin to walk the knees out right and left. Now, if you had blocks here, the blocks really come in handy because you can place your hands on your block. If all you had was some books or even some canned soup that you could put your hands on, that would even work. Boxes, whichever. Lower down. Inhale and rise up into an extended mountain pose. That means arms overhead. Reach up nice and long. Your feet are directly underneath your hips. Lift up, lace the fingers together, and reach up and over to your left side. As you reach over to your left, really elongate the arms, elongate the spine. Press the hips over to your right. Come back to the center. Inhale, lift, and exhale over to the right. Straighten the arms as much as possible. Continue to breathe. Lift up to the center and exhale, swan dive into a forward fold. Take the hands to the shins, flatten the back. Exhale, come back to a forward fold. Inhale, pick up the right foot. Step it all the way to the back of your mat. Lower the hips, lift your chest. Press back into a down dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Option, lower the knees. Chaturanga down. Shoulder roll or press to an up dog. If you're in your up dog, squeeze through the glutes, lift your chest, pull your shoulder blades down your back. Toes under, press back, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, draw it all the way through. Lift the chest. Press the back heel down. Open up into a warrior one. So we're lacing the fingers together and extending the arms overhead. So see how I have my hands? Lift the arms overhead. So a lot of times when we're in a warrior one position or we're in in a crescent or standing extended mountain pose, we have the hands like this. So your back leg is straight. Your foot is at the angle. The left leg is straight. Open the knee. Really press your back heel towards the floor. Arm is overhead. Reach nice and long. Inhale. Sink just a little lower. And now open up into a warrior two. Lower down. Look at your knee. Your knee is nice and low. You should see the whole inside of the foot. Open the arms nice and long. You're doing great. Pull the shoulder blades down, lower down a little bit more. Just breathe. Long arms, shoulders over the hips. Now take your right foot, turn it out. So now you're in a wide-legged squat position. Inhale and reach the arms up, and then exhale, pull the elbows back. We're going to do a few of these. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, pull back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull back. Hold this one down right here. Sink just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower into the legs. Come down just a little bit more. We're going to challenge these legs. If this is okay for you, then just stay right here. If you would like a little bit more, I want you to lift your heels off the floor. So now you're in a squat position, like a plie. Heels are lifted, knees are out, hips are under. Pull the abdominals in. Hold this here and just breathe. Breathe. Bring your arms overhead. Breathe. Breathe. Lift up, straighten the legs, lower the heels, lift your toes, turn your toes to your right, and come into a warrior two on your right side. So your right knee is forward, right knee is open, left leg is all the way straight, shoulders are directly in line with your hips, and arms are out strong. Your triceps are contracted, everything is pulled in. Breathe in, exhale, lower. Breathe in, exhale, lower. Breathe in, exhale, lower. Now, go ahead and lower the arms. Take your left leg, step it forward towards me, and then turn and come into a warrior one. Inhale, lift up, reach the arms overhead. Hold here, inhale, and slowly lower. Hold your warrior one. Come just a little more. A little lower. A little lower. You can do it. And release the arms. Turn your chest a little bit more. Lift up your back heel so you're in a lunge position now. Take your hands to the floor. Press back into a down dog. Notice how we're the opposite direction now. Press back into that down dog. Spread those fingertips. Press the hips up. Push the heels down. Let's go, chaturanga. Inhale, come forward, plank. Exhale, knees down as an option. Elbows in, chaturanga down. Shoulder roll or press to the up dog. Toes under, press back and down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, draw it forward. Lift the chest. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, take the hands behind. Lace the fingers and lift the chest. Open. Bend your knees. come into chair. Notice how we ended up on this side. We're going to go back to the other side. Are you ready? We're going to take it a little deeper this time. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, tip forward at the hip, forward fold. Inhale, and pick up your right foot. Step all the way to the back of your mat. Lower the hips, lift your chest, shoulder blades back. Press back, down dog. Come forward into a plank. Option knees down, elbows in lower, shoulder roll, or press to up dog. Toes under, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Lift the chest. Lift up into a lunge. Hold your lunge right here. Press the back heel down, back into that warrior one on the same side. This time, we're going to take it a little deeper. Now you can stay here, or you can come forward into an extended warrior one. That means you're coming all the way forward. Hold it right here. Nice and strong. You're strong through that right thigh, strong through the core. Squeeze through the back glute. Everything is turned on. Option arms behind or arms at your hips. Breathe. Lift up. Turn your chest towards me and come into a warrior two. So warrior two on your right side, left leg straight. I know we just did this side, but don't worry, we're going to even it out on the other one. Lower down. Reach the arms out. And coming into sun warrior. So right arm lifts up, legs stay right where they are. Lift and lower. So we're lifting the arms, but we're lowering the hips down. Reach long. This is called Sun Warrior, also Reverse Warrior. Go ahead and release. Turn the toes out. Bring them in just a little. And take your hands to your chest. Lower down into a wide-legged squat. Hold right here. Lift the chest and come over to the right. Open the chest. Inhale and exhale. Come over to the left. Inhale and exhale, open. Inhale, come center. Exhale, come over to the right. Lift the chest. Open. Exhale, come over to the left. Last one. Come back to the center. Lower just a little bit more. I know these burn. Keep the knees open. We're challenging our balance, challenging our strength. You can do this. Lower down. Just a little more. Just a little more. Good. Rise up. Turn your toes over to your left this time into warrior two legs. Bring the arms out nice and long. Extend them nice and long and then lower. So we're in our warrior two position again. Open up your left knee so that you can see your toes. Back leg straight. Hold here. Pull the shoulder blades down. Sink a little lower. Inhale. Exhale and lift the left arm to come into Sun Warrior. And release, come back to the middle. Turn your chest so you are in a warrior one position. So you may need to take your right foot and step it towards me a little bit as you turn the chest. Back heel presses down, lower that front knee. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Extend nice and long. Point the fingers, lift through the chest. Option is to stay here, or you can come down forward. Another option is to bring your arms behind or hands at the hips. Come just a little lower. Rise up, lift the back heel into a lunge, take the hands to the floor, spread the fingers, press back down dog, push back down dog, press the heels to the floor, spread the fingers nice and long. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Exhale, slowly lower chaturanga down, shoulder roll or press to up dog, squeeze through the glutes. Exhale, press back down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, draw it through. Left heel underneath the left knee. Step in, forward fold. Hands to the shins, flatten the back. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise up. Extended mountain pose. Reach the hands overhead. Lift up. And we're going to come to the right this time. Just breathe. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, over to the left. Come back center. And release. Congratulations, you just did all of our sun salutations and strength exercises. So we're going to work on our balance now. And you'll find that by working on your balance, you're also working on a lot of strength. Now is the time to grab water if you need it. Stand on your mat with your feet directly underneath your hips. You're going to line up your toes. You don't want to line up the heels. We want to line up the toes. Okay? So line up your toes with each other, your big toes. So straight line, straight line. Relax the shoulders. Come back into the present moment. Focus on your breathing. Bend your knees. Lift up your left leg. Cross it over the right thigh. Option to have your toe on the floor. You can also have your foot lifted, or if you're advanced, you can wrap your foot around your thigh. Bring the left arm out to the side and then bring it under. The right arm goes on top. Now your palms face each other and lift the arms. So from the side, you're in eagle pose. Squeeze those inner thighs, lift the arms. Opening up all 5 joints of the body. Shoulders stay over the hips. We just want to sink down nice and low. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Lift the arms. Keep your hands away from your face. Move them away. Always an option to place your toes on the floor. Slowly straighten out the leg and come to standing. And we switch to the other side. So line up your feet first. Pick up the right leg. Cross it over the left. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take the right arm, place it under, left arm on top, palms together, and lift the arms. Always an option to have your right foot toe on the ground. Lift the arms. Lift the arms. Lift the elbows. Keep your hands away from your chest. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Gently rise up, release the arms, and come to standing. Take the feet nice and wide, lift your toes, and turn your toes to your right. Bring the arms out by your sides and reach over towards your right, and then rotate down into a triangle pose. Open the chest, shoulders stacked on top of each other. Gently lift and lower. Lift the feet, turn them out to your left this time. Extend your arms, reach over towards your left, and then rotate into a triangle pose. Shoulders stacked right on top of each other. Rise up and come back to the center. Take your hands together and take the feet wide. Now, here's an option. You can come down and sit on a stool or a block or even a pillow. It would have to be a sturdy pillow. But what this is called a balasana or Hindu squat. We come down, or Hindi squat. We lower down, we bring the palms together and push the knees open. As you push your knees open, you're going to feel the stretch through your groin. You're going to open through your chest, or you're going to use your chest muscles to press against the inner thighs and challenge our strength and our balance and flexibility here. The hands right at the heart center. In his heart, a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. Proverbs 16:9. I think of that as my hands are at my heart center. Slowly lower down. Extend the legs long, giving them a little shake. Giving the legs a little shake here. Pick up your feet and place them on the mat and turn out your knees over to your right and your feet over to your left. So you are in a little mermaid pose here. So as you sit here, you're going to try to get comfortable a little bit and then lift up your right arm and reach over towards the right. Come to the center, release. Take your top leg, lift, and cross it over the bottom leg. Option is to take your bottom leg and extend it out straight if this helps you a little bit more. So whichever you're okay with, whatever's good on your joints and you're not completely just off, you want to make sure that your left hip is pressed to the ground and that your right or your left foot is on the ground too in front of you. So if you're off and you can't get there, you're off balance like this, you really need to straighten out that bottom leg. Don't be afraid of taking some of those options. Okay, lift tall through your chest. Take that right arm and hug the left knee, and then take your left arm behind you, lift your chest and twist. And then option, you can grab that front foot with your right arm and extend the leg out. So you can see my leg is not bent. That's okay if it won't go straight. My leg is bent. It won't go straight. Lift the chest and turn. Come back to the center. With your holding your left leg here, cross that foot over, or you can have the foot in the front. Gently reach the hands forward. Lift the chest. Go ahead and release. This time take your feet over to your right. Feet over to your right. Inhale. Lift the left arm and come up and over for a side bend. Release and come back to the center. Pick up the right foot, cross it over. Grab at the knee. Lift tall through your chest, hand goes behind, and add your twist. And always an option, you can grab your right foot and extend it out long. Go ahead and release. And take that right foot, either cross it over on top of your left, or you can place your right foot in front of the leg. So press it on top, and then gently reach the hands forward. Feel the opening through your hips. We did some spinal twists, opening through the hips, and we've stretched a little bit through the hamstrings. Come back through the center. Go ahead and take your legs and extend them out, or bring your knees into your chest and lower down onto your mat. And just roll your knees around right and left. Make circles. Give your lower back a little stretch, a little massage here. And then switch to the other direction. Come to the center. Pull the knees and extend the legs out. Extend the legs out and allow yourself to come into a place of stillness, into a place of calming, restful peace. Just rest in the Lord's peace, in His Word, and in His presence. Today's devotion says, "You will not find my peace by engaging in excessive planning, attempting to control what will happen to you in the future. That is a commonly practiced form of unbelief. When your mind spins with multiple plans, peace may sometimes seem to be within your grasp, yet it always eludes you. Just when you think you have prepared for all possibilities, something unexpected pops up and throws things into confusion. I did not design the human mind to figure out the future. That is beyond your capability. I crafted your mind for continual communication with me. Bring me all your needs, your hopes, and fears. Commit everything into my care. Turn from the path of planning to the path of peace. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on Him, because He cares for you." 1 Peter 5:6-7. In his heart a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. Proverbs 16:9. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to pass. Psalms 35:5. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe circle your wrists and circle your ankles. And bring one knee and then the other into the chest. Massage your back by circling your knees a little. And when you're ready, bring your knees over to your right side and press yourself up to seated. When you get to seated, just sit nice and tall for a moment, keeping your eyes closed. Relax your shoulders. Go back to your breathing. I pray that you walk in His peace. I pray that you commit to His steps. I pray that you feel the abundance of His joy and peace in your everyday life and rest in it. Shalom. thank you so much for coming to class today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.